This is the Umidigi Note 100A. It is a smartphone that promises a lot without boring a hole in your pocket. It is a budget smartphone that gives you an ample space of up to 256 gigs of internal storage for storing whatever it is you want. And also it has a good performance. So come with me guys, let's unbox this smartphone and see how good it is. And also who is this smartphone meant for. So opening the box, the smartphone comes with a transparent case on and also a pre-applied screen protector. Next you get the paperwork and then the charger, a USB Type-C cable that comes in a red color, and finally a SIM eject pin. Okay, fun fact, this brand is not new. Although some of you might not be familiar with the Umidigi brand. This brand is as old as I can remember. And they make very good smartphones, honestly. So hopefully they can get you settled into the Nigerian market finally. So guys, let's talk about the design of this smartphone. This one has a modern look at first glance. It has a glass front, a plastic back, and also a plastic frame. The good news is no fingerprint magnets here. And the bad news is it is not water resistant. So please don't take it anywhere close to water. This phone weighs 190 grams. It is light enough to hold all day, but also heavy enough to remind you that it is not a toy. Now what you're looking at is a 6.8-inch IPS LCD with a 120Hz screen refresh. Wow. And scrolling through is butter smooth. I mean, it showed no sign of lagging and also very colorful. Now the resolution is 720 by 1600 pixels. Not a full HD plus, but it gets the job done. And I also love the compact size. The bezels are noticeable, but not in a harsh way. It has a touch sampling rate of 240 Hz and then an aspect ratio of 20:9. This phone's display is okay and very easy to reach all corners with one hand. Now under the hood, you have the UniSoC T615 octa-core processor, a 4GB of RAM here with a 256 gigs of storage, which honestly it is impressive for the price of 200,000 naira. There's an external memory card slot here. So if the 256 gig here is not enough, if it is not enough to store whatever it is you want to save or store on the smartphone, you can increase the memory with the external SD card. So for daily tasks like Instagram, TikTok, or scrolling through web pages, it runs smoothly. And you can also try heavy apps to experience how it handles them. But let's be real, this is not a gaming powerhouse. I mean, for someone out there who's looking out to play heavy power draining apps on this smartphone, now the processor is not built for that. But you can tweak some of the settings and play some of those heavy games here. It is a budget smartphone and not a gaming or a flagship smartphone. Now let's talk about cameras. The rear camera lens consists of a 13 megapixels main sensor and a 12 megapixels depth sensor. And if you have a good lighting, photos look sharp with natural colors. There's a good amount of details in the pictures. There is also the presence of high dynamic range, and portrait pictures looks good and colorful too. The selfie camera is an 8 megapixels and it also takes good pictures. So if you steady well and focus, the color is fine and decent for video calls and selfies. For video recording, you can shoot up to 1080p at 30 frames for the rear camera, and then the front can shoot a max 720p resolutions at 30 frames. They both do well in good light conditions and very good for social media postings. This phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery, which means all day usage. You can actually get more if you are a light user. You can stretch the battery for 4 days. But if you're a heavy user like me, you're always online, I think at the end of the day, you'll have to charge this smartphone. And it takes 2 hours to charge using the standard charger. And this phone is running on Android version 14 out of the box. The user interface is clean from Bluetooth. It comes with Google Apps and you can easily customize to your choice. So after using this phone for more than a week, here's what I think about the Umidigi Note 100A. It is a dependable daily smartphone, and also the battery holds up very well. And then you have a 120Hz display here that makes it feel premium. It makes everything here feels so premium. But My only complaint here is the camera. The camera should have been better than just a 13 megapixels camera lens, considering the fact that along the line, this phone could actually get expensive. But overall, it's a very good budget smartphone that delivers where it matters. And it's a very good buy. For 200,000 naira, I think it's worth it. So guys, let me know what you think about this smartphone before you leave. Let us talk about it in the comments. And also, if it's your first time coming to my channel, please hit on that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.